welcome back to my channel. Today we are making marble cake. Hope everybody is fine. Hope you guys are good. Please take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, no one can. These are the ingredients we'll be making use of for today's cake. Hence the cake is 2-in-1. We'll be making use of cocoa powder for one part of the cake, and the other part of the cake will be plain. These are the ingredients we'll be using for today. This is my room temperature egg, 4 cups of flour, 1 cup of milk, 2 cups of sugar, our 2 flavors for today, cocoa powder, butter. You have to make sure your butter is softened. It shouldn't be hard. It makes it easier for you to whisk it. This is my baking powder, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And this is my mixing bowl. Let's begin. I'm going to start by adding my softened butter into my mixing bowl. Remember, we are making use of 250 ml of butter. You can melt the butter if you want. You can use good oil for this recipe. I'm going to be making use of 2 cups of sugar. The sugar is a bit much, but because cocoa powder is bitter, I'll be adding it to 1 part of the cake batter, so the sugar is going to be fine with this recipe. Please, before you mix, make sure you sieve your flour. Your flour should be sieved and okay. The same with your cocoa powder. When breaking your egg, make sure you wash your egg. Break it in a separate plate before you pour it into the plate you'll be making use of, to avoid the shells entering the egg. Now our butter is a bit fluffy. I'm going to start adding the rest of the ingredients. Adding the egg gradually. I'm going to start pouring in my egg. You have to pour in the egg gradually. You shouldn't be in a rush to pour everything in. Same thing with the milk. Remember, we're making use of 1 cup of milk. If you don't have liquid milk, you can make use of powdered milk, but in this situation, you have to dissolve the powdered milk to make it a liquid, because the butter needs lipid. You shouldn't make it a powdered milk. Make it a liquid milk. Dissolve it. You can use, in this case, you can use 3 to 4 tablespoons of powdered milk. You dissolve it with 1 cup of water. Make sure you dissolve it. You dissolve it very well. Then you can use it for this cake recipe. I'm going to pour in the remaining egg. Mix everything together. Add a little more milk before proceeding to the flour. I'll be adding the flour 1 spoon at a time. This procedure helps the cake texture after baking. I'll not add everything at a go. I'll be adding it 1 spoon at a time, and I'm not going to use my hand mixer. I'm going to use my whisk for this process. So after whixing now, I'll remove the hand mixer, then I'll start incorporating the flour. I'll start adding my flour. I'll be adding 1 spoon at a time. This process is very easy. Please don't forget to sieve your flour so that you can remove if there is any particles, you can remove any particles from your flour. This process of sieving your flour introduces air into your flour. It helps with the texture of the cake. I don't know how to say it, but it helps in the outcome texture of the cake, and that's after baking it. Even when you're adding the flour on sieved flour, you can tell the difference. When you're adding sieved flour into your batter, you can tell the difference. I'm adding the rest of the milk. After mixing all this, I'm going to separate the batter. I'll add cocoa powder to 1. I just added the baking powder and a little salt. If you're making use of unsalted butter, you can add salt. But if you are using salted butter, please don't add salt before your cake start tasting salt. I'm just joking, please. But actually, if you are using salted butter, don't add extra salt. But if you are using unsalted butter, that is when you can add salt. I added salt to this butter because I was making use of unsalted butter. I'll keep mixing it until everything is incorporated. I'll add the last flour. I'm going to add my vanilla essence now. I'm making use of 1 teaspoon. You can use any other flavor you want your butter to be. You can use banana, you can use strawberry, butterscotch. There's a lot of them out there. It's your choice. I'm just using vanilla because that's what I want to use for this recipe. Then the other butter I'm going to scoop out from this, I'm going to add the chocolate flavor to it. You know, vanilla and chocolate, you know? Yeah. I'm going to scoop out some of the dough, some of the batter, cake batter. What am I saying? I'll be adding 1 teaspoon of chocolate flavor to this batter, cake batter. Don't forget to sieve your cocoa powder too. This helps incorporate air into it. I'm going to mix everything together. My cocoa powder is not dark enough. It didn't give me the color I want, so I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of browning. This will darken the batter a bit more. This is optional though. If you don't have browning, you can make use of chocolate syrup. If you don't have chocolate syrup, you can melt chocolate for this process. And that's it. My pan is buttered. I added pepper to it. This process is kind of easy. When pouring your butter, just add some of the chocolate, some of the plain butter. That's it until it's finished. I'm going to remain a little in my container because I want to make cupcake with it for the kids. You do this until your butter is finished. Tap your cake pan so that if there's any trapped air, it will go out from the cake batter. I'm just using my toothpick to just make play with the top of the cake. This is optional. I'm going to pop it right into the oven. This is going to bake for about 35 minutes. Hooray! Hooray! Our cake is ready! Yeah, our cake is ready. Let's bring it out. Oh la la! I'm going to remove the pepper underneath. Isn't this beautiful? The cake is so beautiful. I'm going to cut out at least 2 pieces so that you can see how the inside looks. It looks like zebra, it looks like marble. You can call it either of them. See how beautiful the inside looks. I played with the chocolate and the plain cake. Hope you guys like what you saw. Wow, I just tested it. It's so soft. Do you guys want to test? Do you want to have a bite? It's so tasty. The sugar wasn't too much. It's not too sugary. It came out just right. Hope you like what you saw. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. For those that have subscribed, thank you guys for watching my videos. Please, if you like this video, don't hesitate. Don't forget to subscribe. Please, I'm trying to grow here. Please help your girl, okay? Thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you for watching to the end. What will you guys want to see in my next video? Please write it down in the comment section so that your genie will grant your request. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody. See you in my next video. Bye.